Hi, welcome to Retirement Railroad. Matinee Modeling Tip of the Day. I'm Steve, and today we're going to look at trees again. I get a lot of comments about my trees. And to tell you the truth, I don't think they're anything above average. Okay? I make trees a number of different ways. Puffball trees are nothing more on the backdrops and so forth. They're nothing more than lichen, different colors of lichen glued to the backdrop to represent a forest off in the distance. All right, they're nothing to look at, especially up close. As the trees get closer to the front of an area, I do them a number of different ways. I use lichen on an armature. I use some clump foliage, which is woodland scenics. All utilize or seen clump foliage onto the armature, and then with some spray adhesive. I've used a number of different spray adhesives. This one here is DAP Weldwood contact cement, and it's not my favorite by any means. Some are better than others. The Gorilla Glue spray adhesive. I'm not a big fan of that either. And then 3M has a wide range from 3M 45, I think there's 75, and then there's a 90. And quite frankly, I like the 45 the best. It doesn't clump and get as messy, so to speak. It's a finer type of glue. And some people, I have never done it, will use a spray-on, like Elmer's or Matte Medium, Mod Podge, something like that, and use that for whatever works. The biggest problem is the dusting of the ground foam to represent leaves. Typically, it all falls off, or a lot of it falls off. So, even with a coat of the adhesive back over it again, it can get messy. Or hairspray, still seem to fall off. I've started doing another application and recently, so I really don't have any long-term results with it, where I spray the tree down with a acrylic matte finish paint. Okay, so it's clear and it coats it in the acrylic paint. I think it's probably going to do a pretty good job. As far as armatures go, I use a lot of the woodland scenics. A lot of people will wind their own wire armatures, or I don't. In the Midwest, there's not a whole lot of pine trees, or not at least native pine trees for the most part. So most of my trees, or all of my trees, are deciduous, leaved trees, and so I don't use the bamboo skewers type thing and filter furnace filters to make pine trees, just simply because pine trees aren't that common in the area that I'm on. Okay, I've seen people have great results with those. But when you look at a woodland scenics armature, other than being maybe a tad short, they're nothing more than a wire armature coated in plastic. And I tend to be somewhat lazy. I don't want to make the wire armature and then dip it or paint it up with some type of coating. I've seen all different types of coating. And just soon buy one of these. Okay? But that's just me. The other thing is, down here in the Tampa Bay area, this weed here grows. It comes out in the spring. All I do is I pick a bunch of it off of our common areas in our subdivision, and then I bake it 200 degrees for an hour. And this simple weed, I can get 3 decent trees out of it. As an example, cutters, cut it, there's a tree. Or at least the armature for a tree. And then I can, like I said before, I can take some of the woodland scenics, clump foliage, after glue, spraying it down with glue, or I can just go with some ground foam directly on it. It all depends. I use a number of different things. Okay? None of that is the point of this video. Here's the point of this video. I make my trees outside. Okay? I get all my supplies together. I go out and I used to talk about my high-tech spray booth, just going outside, painting and doing that kind of thing. So I did the same thing with the trees. Take my adhesive out and go out there and do all that. Well, a couple months ago, I got a little portable spray booth off of Amazon. Okay? So let's take a look at it and see how that works into making trees. Let me switch cameras. And here we are at the workbench with the spray booth. So we'll unpack it. And you might hear some cranking and cracking and some fun stuff. I am not going to make any trees, because that's not the point of this video. Okay. So what is the point of this video? Well, do not use a spray booth to make trees. Or at least not use it to spray the glue. Alright? Because as you sit here spraying the glue onto the armature, where's all that overspray going? Voila. So, you can see here the adverse effects of using spray glue in your spray booth. This is all coated with glue, etc. And keep in mind, when I did this, it was the first time I made trees utilizing this, and it was pretty much a dumbass move. So, I tell it like it is, good and bad. A lot of people tune in just to see what Steve messed up this time. So I messed up my spray booth. Still usable. I caught it before it got really, really, really bad. And I've been cleaning it up, and there's still a ways to go. It's going to take a while. And so anyway, do not use, unless you're going to coat it with something, which might be beneficial. But even then, the filter pad immediately gets clogged up with the glue. So just avoid using your spray booth for using a spray adhesive. Now, like I said before, I will use my air gun and take the trees after I have them glued and clump foliage and ground foamed and all that. When I want to seal it, then I bring it here and spray it down with the clear matte finish acrylic paint. So anyway. With that, I want to thank you for joining me here at the Retirement Railroad Matinee Modeling Tip of the Day. course, the tip is don't do what Steve did and use spray adhesive in your spray booth. Okay. With that, y'all have a great day. Bye now.